Hello everyone, welcome to another video. I am Dr. Rishabh Jain, and it gives me great pleasure to have Dr. Yesuraju with me today for the interview, who secured an All India rank of 81 in this INICT. So welcome Dr. Yesuraju. Uh, how are you feeling?
Thank you, sir. Thank you for having me. It's really a pleasure to be with you. I'm
The pleasure was
feeling
all
really
mine.
awesome, sir.
Okay, okay. Yeah, obviously you. Just a little brief introduction about him. He completed his internship in April this year, and in the same year, November, he got a rank of 81. So, Dr. Ishraju, just give a brief introduction about yourself.
Yes, sir. Hi, everyone. I am Dr. Yesuraju from Ranga Medical College, Kakinada, and I belong to batch of 2016, and I completed my internship in 2021 April. And after that, I gave NEET exam, and I got 21,000 rank. And following that, I gave INISET, in which I got All India rank 81.
Yeah, so from 21,000 in NEET to 17,000 to a rank 81 in I-9, just 3 months. So, we'll discuss about your strategy, Dr. Yesraju, because this is a remarkable jump in ranks and a great performance on your part. So, just give us a brief timeline. How did you prepare in this around 8 months or so? And what different did you do in the last 3 months which propelled your rank?
Yes, sir. At the end of internship and after NEET, I had only final year notes, which I have prepared during my final year coaching. And I had none of the notes for first and second and third year. So I started prepare. I joined coaching institute and I started the classes. And but before that, I wanted some strategy. So I came across yours and Abchasa's video, and that was the first time I got to know about first aid. And when I saw first aid, I thought that was it. And
Okay.
uh, I thought I would do everything in first aid. So I used to attend classes in face-to-face classes. I used to prepare notes, and I annotated everything in notes. I annotated everything in first aid from the class notes just after class.
Okay, okay. So
Uh,
that is a very good strategy you operated. So you joined a coaching for first and second year, an offline coaching, I'm supposing. And from the
yes,
coaching
sir.
notes that they provided, you completed your first aid by adding extra thing from the coaching notes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah. So which all subjects did you use first aid for?
I used first aid for biochemistry, physiology, pathology, and microbiology, and also for general pharmacy.
Okay, okay. So how much time did it take to annotate a first aid?
At first, I took like just for these subjects, I took around 1 month, sir, for all these subjects, including I even annotated PYQs also
Okay, okay.
um, at first reading itself, and at the end of July, I got every notes and every PYQ marked in my notes,
Hmm.
and I thought I would do revision after July ending.
Okay. So what your strategy was ki that first aid for base for all for these five subjects, and you annotated extra things from your notes and from PYQs. So how many years of PYQs did you do?
I did 5 years, sir.
5 years from 2017 onwards. And from
Yes, sir.
where did you do PYQs from?
I did from Marrow, sir. Marrow
Okay,
PYQ.
Marrow PYQs. Okay. So for the pre and paraclinical, you said ki first aid I'll make a base. What about other subjects? For clinical subjects, you had your own coaching notes from MBBS. You used that as a
Yes, sir.
source, or you did you use any other thing?
No, sir. I used that only. I couldn't study again
Okay.
everything. So
So you did previous year questions for the final year subjects as well, and you got to know ki which
Yes, sir.
important topics are there, which I need to focus, and which I need to add extra, which I need to go deep into, and which are asked again and again. So for pre and paraclinical, you relied on your old coaching notes. And for first and
Yes, sir.
second year, you relied on first aid plus your offline coaching plus PYQs.
Yes, sir. Exactly.
Okay, so I'll dig a little deeper into how did you annotate first aid and exactly how did you do? Because a lot of students ask me and Aditya both, ki, sir, and how to annotate first aid because they get confused in it. So can you tell me in a little detail,
Okay, sir. I would put my notes and first aid on the
side by
table
side?
and
Hmm.
side by side, and I would just give a glance of my notes and first aid, sir. And I would put any extra point in the first aid. And after completing topic, I will quickly complete PYQs. Nothing about how much I score or anything, but about the PYQ topics, and I would mark with separate highlight just for PYQs.
Okay, so you got to know, ki, okay, this is BTR topic, and this is I have to revise. And I think you did not focus too much on question bank per se. You just focused on solving PYQs.
Uh, yes, sir.
Okay,
I
okay.
did a question bank, but that even in that also I focused more on PYQs.
Custom module PYQs.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so per subject, how much time did you take? So you started in April, and the exam is in November. So what was your timeline? When did you complete your first revision? When did you complete your first reading? When did you complete your second revision and the final revision? And how much time for each subject did you allot?
Okay, sir. I decided that at the end of by the end of July, I should have every notes prepared and complete notes with PYQs. So based on that, I allotted time, and if I give 3 days, I would divide topics and I would put important topics at first, and I would try to complete. Even I used to complete around only 70 to 80%,
Hmm.
and I used to go to next subject, and I would think that remaining 20% I would complete in next revisions.
The when you'll revise, you'll
So
complete whatever is left.
I would complete.
So
Anyways,
July,
that is not very important topic. So um, I thought like that.
great, great. So July end, you put a timeline for both your pre-para, all 19 subjects, July 31st, you put a timeline, and okay, I'll
Yes, sir.
complete all my subjects. Okay, so then how much
Yes, sir.
time for your first revision?
First revision I planned like from August 1st to September 20 to 25, and from September 25 to October ending, second revision, and last 10 days solely for last revision.
Great, great. So I think three revisions you did after your first reading. And I think three revisions, if you are able to do, in my opinion, also, like you will definitely get a good rank because the material gets consolidated so many times in your mind that you get to know, okay, this topic is important. This is I'll read definitely. And
Yes.
आपकी memory gets consolidated. So just a few more questions I'll ask you. So how did you plan your last 10-day revision? Completing 19 subjects in 10 days is a big task. How did you do it?
I first of all I analyzed my strengths and weaknesses, sir. Like physio and medicine were like conceptual, and I could remember them. Like psychiatry also, but I was bad at I couldn't remember much about PSM and pharma, and especially this IPCs and forensic. So I put IPCs and milestones at last day, sir. And before 5 days, I would put like anatomy, pharma, and microbiology, biochem. And first 5 days, I would put like medicine, psychiatry, and all short subjects of final year, which I could comfortably remember when I study.
Okay, okay. So that's how you revised all the 19 subjects in the last 7 days. So the some section like
Actually, I didn't. I didn't revise. I didn't study ENT and anesthesia. I couldn't. I figured out I couldn't complete every subject, so
Yeah,
I
yeah,
left them
even
completely except previously.
yeah, even I remember even ENT for me also I left ENT because
Okay.
I was bad in ENT during my MBBS, and I figured that to complete ENT and just to get 5 questions right, I'll need to study for 5 days,
Yes,
and the output effort to output ratio was not matching.
yes, sir. That was exactly my thinking.
Yeah, yeah. So I think your key takeaways from your preparation would be that like do your first reading quickly. So you did your first reading around from April, May, June, July. So 4 months you did first reading of all 19 subjects. During that time,
Yes, sir.
do PYQs simultaneously to know which topics to focus on. And at that time, don't worry if you're not able to complete the entire subject during that time. Around 70 to 80%, if you are able to complete, good enough, go ahead. And then revising is more important. Do keep time for revision. 3 revisions if you are able to do, well and good, amazing. And even if you're not able to do 3 revisions, like 2 revisions plus a last, including a last 10-day revision, I think is a must, so that everything becomes fresh, remains fresh in your mind.
Yes, sir. Exactly.
So again, I'll just ask you, how did first aid help you per se? Like you had your own coaching notes also for first and second year. So why did you choose first aid, and how did you think it helped you?
Coming to first aid, it was like the most concise and most high yield material I have ever seen. Like in last 10 days, I could complete like entire first aid in 3 days, sir. Actually,
Oh,
so
3 days you
I was
completed
really
entire first
surprised.
aid.
Entire first aid I was able to complete in 3 days, sir. Like
Great,
I gave
great.
just a glance. That's it.
Oh, great, great. So your first and second year ke like 5 major subjects got completed in 3 days. So that's like a huge achievement, and especially for INI, which is so focused on first and second year.
Yes, sir. I was actually surprised. I mean that in first revision itself, it took like 5 to 7 days or 10 days. In second revision, it came down to like 5 to 6 days, and third revision I was able to complete 3 days.
I think that is the power of first aid, na, because it is so concise and
Yes,
high
sir.
yield material. So it gets covered quickly. It gets covered quickly. Yeah, yeah. Chalo, so congratulations, Yesuraju. 81 is a great rank, a top 100 rank. Like
Thank you,
people
sir.
dream to be in top 100 of the country. And which branch are you interested in?
I am interested in radiology or dermatology, sir. So
Chalo, great branches. I think if you have any query about radiology, you can ping me up anytime on my phone or Insta or Twitter. I'll be happy to share the counseling process with you, or even in the future your study material. So it was
okay,
great
sir. Thank you, sir.
talking. It was great talking to you, Raju, and congratulations again. And thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.